Well, everybody, it is the calm before the storm. We are getting ready to have some big storms roll in tonight, and hopefully we will be here tomorrow. I'm getting ready to go over to my son's house again tomorrow and do some more tilling. Hopefully we can get that all on camera without too much wind. We had a lot of wind last time, so got to get that garden tilled up. So hopefully we don't get blown away tonight. See ya. Good morning and welcome to Double K Home Projects. Today we're headed up to my son's place to till up the rest of his garden, and it has really, the weather really let go last night. It really rained. We had tornadoes in the area. As I'm driving up, I'm seeing all kinds of trees down and just some bad areas. We've got a lot of flooding. Rivers are overflowing. It is really bad, but we'll head up there to see if we can't get some tilling done today. Might be too wet, but we'll give it a try. Well, today didn't quite turn out the way that I had planned it. I was headed up north about an hour and a half to help my son till his garden up, and it rained so hard last night that it's just flooded all up through Indiana. So I got up there and it was just way too wet to till. So I'm back home today, and I decided to go ahead and get another one of my raised beds tilled up, and I think I might try to plant some radishes. I only have a couple hours before it's supposed to rain again, so we'll see if we can't get that done. But here's the bed we're going to be doing. There's a strawberry right here, and there's one right over here. I know you can see my shadow, but I don't have any other angle. So there's another strawberry plant right there. I've got to dig them up and put them in some pots. I had some strawberries in here. It looks like I might have one right in here too. So anyway, that's what we're going to try to get done here before it lets loose again. All right, I've got a pot here. I'm going to put this strawberry in. I know I've got a big old shovel here. All my little garden shovels have broken, disappeared. This year I'll be probably getting me a new little garden shovel that I can use to plant things with. A little bit easier than this big old shovel, and this is my old shovel, because my good shovel is down in the basement. I'm using it on that project. These strawberries are pretty hardy, so I'm not too worried about it. I get as many roots as I can here. We'll put her right down in this pot right here. We'll set him out of the way for just a second. I'm gonna put some dirt around that. All right, well, I've about ruined my gloves on that one. Soaking wet. Need some rubber gloves for this stuff, really. Which I do have. I need to find those too. A gardening glove. Oop, brick. All right. Set him down in here, like so. I actually think I have enough dirt in that one. And actually, I think I can go ahead and probably get this one up. It's not very big. And just plant him right beside it. There we go. Transplanted strawberries until I find a place to put them. Now, I got to put some dirt in this one, which I'll go do right now. Okay, got this one planted now. See if you can see that. I got it all in this pot, and we will now just set them aside, and hopefully they'll keep growing. And then I'll transplant them wherever I find a place to put them. These strawberries spread like crazy, so this is enough to fill up a lot. So anyway, we'll set these aside. Okay, now that we got our strawberries out of there, let's, I gotta kind of weed this thing real fast, well, as fast as I can. Let's take our weeds, throw them in this wheelbarrow right here. Get most of this dry stuff up. Now I can run my little cultivator over the top of it and dig it out, rough it up, I should say. A lot of roots I'm not getting out of here yet. Got a lot of spring cleanup to do around here before summer hits. Big ol', I don't know if I can get him out without, nope. We're gonna have to use our fork on that. He's down in the brick. There's brick down in there. He's growing out of the brick. Yeah. Yeah. Oh boy. Stuff seemed to grow pretty good in this last year, including the weeds. I hate to have to try to hurry on this stuff, but I don't hurry, I'm gonna get wet again. Seems like this year we've just had so many storms. It's hard to plan to get anything done outside just yet. Okay. All right. Need to move down here just a little. Looks like a bird nest. Try to get the biggest bulk of it by hand. Yep. A lot of this is old morning glory vine. I've got all my chairs folded up so they don't blow away on the deck there. Normally I just use a bucket when I'm weeding, but there's so much that I just throw it in a wheelbarrow for right now. Plus I'm in a kind of a hurry. Yeah. I said I hate to be in too much of a hurry, but I kind of have to today. All right, let's till that up. One of these days I want to do something with this bed other than just loose brick, but I had a bunch of brick that I needed to do something with, and I just thought, well, I'll just make a raised bed over here for now until I can figure out something else. I still have quite a bit of work to do to this deck. It's got some pretty old boards, floorboards that need replaced. And when I do that, I've got to fix a leak. All this rain hits this deck and it floods my basement out right here in that corner. And just tons of water comes in. So I'm gonna get these floorboards off of here, the deck boards. I'm gonna put some, probably Viz Queen or something, and first I'm gonna put some dirt and sand and tape it away from the house in all directions. And then I'm going to put some plastic down so I may put the plastic down, put sand on top of it. But I've got to get the water situation under control in my basement. So anyway, all right, I think that'll be good for now. I'm gonna try to put, I don't know if I got enough radishes, probably do. I've got 3 different types of radishes I'm gonna put in here. Before I do that, I gotta cut that weed out of there. these rock down to one end. Maybe I can scoop them out. Clouding up. All right, we're going to cut that root out of here as good as I can. Well, took care of that. It'll probably come back because I can't get down in there on it. But we'll just whack it out again when it comes back. Well, we're now going to try to plant a few radishes before it rains. And like I said, I've got three different types. One's a wasabi radish, which is, I guess, it's really hot. I've grown them before, and you have to have a taste for that. It's pretty bad. So I don't know what you can. I think there's recipes you can use them in, but for the most part, I just grow them to see if I can grow them. They're green and white. So anyway, then I've got a couple other different red radishes that I like to eat. So I know not everybody likes radishes, but I really do. And so we're going to grow a couple different types of those. Okay, if you can see this is a seeding square. You can buy them on Amazon. Comes with a little depth gauge. Comes with pre-made holes, spaced out exactly the way they're supposed to be. Comes with a little funnel to put your seed in. You put your depth gauge in here and you push down however deep it's supposed to be. I do believe, I'll have to look, but I know most radishes are supposed to be 2 inches apart, which is all these red ones. Okay, so, but these wasabi radish, I'm going to plant 3 inches apart because they get really big. So I'm going to plant them 3 inches apart. At least I'm going to try to. So let's get started with that. Make our holes. First of all, I need to see the depth on this wasabi. 2 inches apart it says, but I'm going to go 3. It's only a 1/4 inch depth on those. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the yellow for my depth. Supposed to go a 1/4 inch depth. Then you put your little funnel in on that. We'll get you over here in a different area here in a second. There's my wasabi seeds. Wasabi radish. You don't have to use the funnel. I guess it helps. I mean, you can drop it right in the hole if you wanted to. Just like that. It's a little faster. You just drop it down. I know some people that take radishes and they sow them, you know, and then weed them out. This makes a little path here. So obviously I can't get a full, so I have to go a little closer. I can't get a full square in there. It's not fully 2 foot. So anyway, get that out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. to see. Okay. There we go. We're gonna go on up here. See, I had a little overlap right there. Kind of press down on this a little bit so it makes a square in the dirt. Get your little thing here. Then you just go a 1/4 inch depth here. Approximately. Then I'll go back and I'll fill in. I'll kind of pinch in all the holes. Make sure the seed gets into the hole. Should be able to see most of the seeds. It's easier if you don't use the little funnel. Okay. The funnel's probably a little easier if you are using some really tiny seeds that you want to make sure gets in there. But radish seeds, you can see them pretty easy. Especially these wasabi. I need 3 more there. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. There's what we're doing. Japanese wasabi. Radish. Got these at Baker Creek. Seeds. I think they got a website. They're out of Missouri. Rareseeds.com. Okay, got those. I might have enough. One, 2, and 3. Let's move this on up here. Yeah, see, we're looks like we're even getting closer. So, but this hole lines up about right there. I've already got some in these right there. But I can just go like this, overlap it, and just go in these holes right here. All right, I've got a couple more here to pinch in. Yeah, okay, all right. All right, we're ready to go on. The next radishes I'm planting are Pink Lady Slipper, I believe, is what the name of them is. We'll look here in just a second. Called Pink Lady Slipper. And they're pretty good radishes. Let me see. These are supposed to be a 1/2 inch depth. I may have to push those down just a little bit as I'm putting them in. So they're to be a 1/2 inch depth. I wanted to show you, this does have a little cup on it where you can scoop your seeds in. I mean, if you have a bunch of little tiny ones, it's okay, you know, but it's kind of cool. It's got a little cup on it, and here's all your depth gauges. I think that's 1 inch, you know. So anyway. As long as you get you a hole put in there, and once you get the seed in, you can see the seed and see if it's deep enough once you get the thing out of the way. Most time, unless they're just tiny itty bitty seeds, then you can't really see them. Hardest part's remembering which hole you just put one in. Doesn't hurt to put a couple in. I mean, if you want to pull them, you can. You know, you can pull them if 2 come up. Okay, it looks like about right there, that line has been planted. So we'll use these 2 lines to plant our next ones. That's been planted, that's been planted. Okay. You didn't see that, did you? All right. But that's it. I got to pinch those in, but that's what it is right here is the seeding square. Get them on Amazon, and they're well worth the money, I think. I think this might be the 3rd year that I've used them. I've used this, and it's worked pretty good every year. So let's get these things pinched in here so we'll beat the rain. These are supposed to be 1/2 inch in, and most of them look like it. If not, you can just kind of push them down in a little bit. Like that one's up there. He's not anymore. Okay, that one's up. It's magnetized too, this thing is. This little stick is magnetized so it stays in there, and this and just slips up on there like that and stays. Then it goes in your box. My box is in pretty bad shape, but I've had it for 3 years, so. Anyway. So there we've got our radishes planted, at least in this raised bed, and so we'll take a look at it. Used our little square foot gardening. I planted 3 different types. It's Pink Lady Slipper, and then there's a Livingston type of, I'm not sure, I can't remember the name of it. And then we've got the wasabi radish right here. And so we'll see how they do. Ground's wet enough, I really don't need to water. So I will, instead of those little sticks, I will go back with some type of label, a stick with a label on it of what each one of these are. That way I don't get confused. So anyway, so on to the next project.